Assalamu alaikum students, it's unit number 2, cell to organisms. In this chapter we will going to have concepts about unicellular and multicellular organisms, tissues, organs and different organ systems that are made up of cells. Our first topic is unicellular and multicellular organisms. The unicellular organisms are those organisms that have only one cell, that made up of only one cell, and multicellular organisms are made up of two or more than two cells. These are some organisms that are unicellular. Number 1 is paramecium. Number 2 is amoeba, bacteria and yeast. In multicellular organisms, plants, animals, humans are included. They are made up of many cells. Our next topic is tissue. Tissue is a union of cells. When different similar cells join together, they form tissues. There are many different types of tissues in an organism that help them to survive. Plant tissues and animal tissues. Plant tissues include epidermal tissues, vascular tissues, and mesophyll tissues. In animal tissues, epithelial tissues, nervous tissues, connective tissues, and muscle tissues are present. Let us discuss plant tissue first. Number 1 is epidermal tissue. The single layer of cell that cover the outer surface of the root, stems and leaves in a plant is called epidermal tissue. It provides protection to internal parts of plant. Next is the vascular tissue. Vascular tissue is used to transport of water, minerals and nutrients to the different parts of the plant. It has two types of tissues, xylem and phloem. Xylem tissue helps transport of water throughout the plant body, and phloem transport food and nutrients to the plant. Number 2 is the mesophyll tissue. This tissue is present between the lower and upper epidermis of the leaf. It is formed from the union of two types of cell, spongy and pellucid. It is involved in the synthesis of food for the cell in the process of photosynthesis. Let us discuss animal tissues. Number 1 tissue is epithelial tissue. Epithelial tissue is a thin sheet of similar cells that outlines the different delicate structures of the body. It is also the outer layer of many body parts. It provides protection to all body parts and is involved in transport of different materials inside and out the body. Next is nervous tissues. These are the cells that connects our body to our nervous system. It consists of cells that are responsible for delivering message from the brain to different parts of body and return back to the brain. It is present in our nervous system. Next are connective tissues. It connects the different parts of body. Different types of connective tissues perform different functions. For example, bone and cartilage tissues provide support to the body. Blood tissues transport nutrients, oxygen, and remove waste materials from our body. Next is the muscle tissue. Muscle tissue involved in the movement of different body parts such as arms and legs. There are 3 different types of muscles present in our body, that are skeletal muscles, cardiac muscles and smooth muscles. Next is the organ. Organ is the union of tissues. When different tissues join together, they form organs. Plants and animals both have organs that perform various functions. Now these are the organs in plants. Organs found in plants are root, stem, leaves and flower. Root is the underground part of plant that anchors it in the ground. Next is the stem. Stem is a long stalk-like organ of a plant which keep it straight and transport water and nutrients to all body parts of plant. It is green in color and prepare food. Leaves are the green colored part of plant that helps in preparing of food. It prepare food and provide to the whole part of the body. Leaves are mainly involved in making food. Leaves consist of photosynthetic epithelium and vascular tissues. Next are the flowers. Flowers are beautifully colored part of plant which makes seeds for the plant. The seed grow and develop into a new plant. Flowers are in different colors. Next are organs in animals. Organs in animals are brain, heart, lungs, stomach, liver, and kidney. When different organs are joined together, they form organ system. Organ system in plants are of two types: shoot system and root system. Shoot system are stems, leaves, branches and flowers that make the shoot system. This is the part above from the soil. Root system includes roots, its branches and root hairs. It is the part of the plant that present inside the soil. Roots are widely spread under the soil which absorb water and nutrients. Different types of organ systems are present in our body. Nervous system. The brain, spinal cord and nerves collectively makes the nervous system of an animal. The nervous system coordinates and controls all body functions. Circulatory system. The heart, blood vessels make the circulatory system. In circulatory system, the heart pumps blood to all parts of body. Respiratory system includes nose, windpipe, lungs that work together to make respiratory system. During respiration, the air we breathe in reaches to the lungs. Digestive system, it comprises mouth, food pipe, stomach, intestine and liver. It digests food we eat. Skeletal system, it comprises all bones present in our body and provide protection to internal organs. These are some pictures of different systems. Number 1 is circulatory system. Number 2 is the nervous system. Number 3rd picture is of a circulatory system. Number 4th picture is respiratory system. Next is digestive system, and last is the muscular system. In recapitulation, Assalamu alaikum dear students. This is unit number 2, Cell to Organisms. In this chapter we will study about how organisms are formed from a single basic unit of cell. This is the diagram representing how a cell joins together to form an organism. This diagram shows that different cells join together to form tissues, different tissues join together to form organs, and different organs join to form organ system, and different organ systems join together to form an organism. Organism is an individual living thing. Organ system is several organs that cooperate in a specific function. Organ is a structure that is composed of tissues. Tissue is a group of similar cells that perform a specific function, and cell is the fundamental unit of life. We will discuss each of them one by one in detail later in this chapter. Now, the topics in this video, we will cover the following topics: introduction to cell, types of cell, and cell organelles. Introduction to cell. Number 1 is cell. Cell is a structural and functional unit of life. This is derived from a Latin word cella, means small rooms. This is the smallest unit, cannot be seen by naked eye. So microscope is used to enlarge the image. This term is first introduced by a scientist known as Robert Hooke. He observed a plant cell under a microscope. There are two types of cell, animal cell and plant cell. Here is the picture of animal cell and this is the picture of plant cell. Let us discuss about cell organelles. Cell organelles include cell wall, cell membrane, cytoplasm, nucleus, vacuoles, ribosomes, mitochondria and chloroplast. This is the picture of a cell wall. It is the first organelle we will going to discuss. Cell wall is just present in plant cell, not in animal cell. It is the outermost covering made up of cellulose and it provides support and protection to plant. This is a cytoplasm. This is cell membrane. Cell membrane is a semi-permeable membrane that controls the passage of materials in or out of the cell. It acts like a sieve and it is made up of lipids and proteins. It separates the cell from its surrounding. It is the outermost covering in animals. Now here the cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is a jelly-like transparent material that fills the cell. It provides medium for chemical reactions. It is present both in animal as well as in plant cell. It surrounds the organelles and help from friction. Now next is the nucleus. Nucleus is considered as the brain of cell, as brain coordinate the whole body. Likewise, the nucleus also control the activities of the cell. It control the informations of the next is the vacuole. Vacuole is small and tiny. It is membrane bounded organelles, store nutrients, waste and other substances inside it. It is present in both animal and plant. Next is the ribosome. Small particles made up of proteins and ribonucleic acids are called ribosomes. They have no outer membrane. Ribosomes make protein for the cell. They are present in both animal and plant cell. Here it is the diagram of mitochondria. Mitochondria is a double membrane bonded structure that provide energy to the cell for all its activities. They are considered as powerhouse of cell. They are present in both animal and plants. Here next is the picture of a chloroplast. Chloroplast is a tiny disc-like structure having a chlorophyll pigment inside them. They are only present in plant cell and give green color to plants. They gather the energy from sun and it is used to make food. Leaves are called food factories and of plants because they have chloroplasts inside them. Next is the difference between plants and animals. Plants have cell wall, but animals do not have cell walls. Plants have a large vacuole. Animals have a vacuole, but in small. Plants have chloroplast, but animal cells have no chloroplast. Plant cells have flagella only in gamete, but animal cells do not have flagella. Now the things that are present both in animal and plant cell are mitochondria, Golgi apparatus, nucleus, cytoplasm and ribosomes. In recapitulation of lesson, have a look on an interesting animated short clip that will make your concepts more clear.
Hi guys, I am a cell. You all know your body is made up of cells. Humans, animals, and plants